Hey, all right. Good morning, everyone. It's a little dreary out here, a little cold. And anyway, in my travels in China, I made a wrong turn and I accidentally ended up in Japan. So I'm in a little mountain village in Japan right now. Um, I'm going to catch a boat tomorrow and go back to China. I don't know how this happened, but you know what? You just got to plan your trips more carefully. And I've learned my lesson. So this story takes place in China. So we're just going to pretend I'm still kind of in China. It's similar, but it's different. It's not the same. This is Japan behind, the town I'm in right now. So um, at any rate, let's read the Clever Magistrate. It is the sixth story in the Qilin Purse. I think it's number six. Sixth story in the Qilin Purse, and I'm going to read the Clever Magistrate to you right now. All right, so here we go. The Clever Magistrate. You got to look up what a magistrate is. It's not that hard. It's an easy. You'll figure it out. One cold winter day, a farmer was carrying 2 buckets of spoiled food from a restaurant to his pigsty. As he was passing a coat shop, he accidentally spilled some of the slop on the ground. Sour cabbage, rotten eggs, and fish bones scattered all over the ground. Ugh, ugh, what a smell! The shopkeeper, who happened to be standing inside the door, saw this and was furious. He rushed out, grabbed the man, and shouted, "You dirty beggar! Look what you've done in front of my shop! It will be impossible to get rid of the smell! How are you going to pay for the damage?" "I am so sorry," said the farmer. I will clean it up right away. As for the damage, all I have is this coin." He took out a coin and handed it to the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper snatched the coin, put it between his teeth, and bit down on it. The metal was soft, which proved that it contained silver. He thrust it into his pocket and said, "All right, I will take it, but you still need to clean up the mess." "Let me go and get some rags and a mop," said the farmer. "I will be right back." "No," said the shopkeeper. "I want you to clean it up right away. It smells so bad that I am going to be sick. Take off your coat and wipe up the mess." "Oh, please, don't ask me to do that," cried the farmer. "This is the only quilted coat I have, and if I use it to wipe up the mess, it will be ruined. I won't be able to wear it anymore." "That is your problem, not mine," said the shopkeeper. "In fact, the coat you are wearing is no better than rags. If you don't do what I say, I am going to take you to court." The farmer pleaded with him to reconsider, but the shopkeeper would not relent. He would not stop. He would not give up. Just then they heard, "Make way for the magistrate! Make way for the magistrate!" The county magistrate was coming down the road in his sedan chair. When he saw the commotion, he ordered his guards to put down the chair and bring the 2 men before him. "What is the matter?" he asked. The shopkeeper quickly replied, "Tajin, this man made a mess in front of my shop. He gave me a coin to pay for the damage, but when I asked him to wipe up the mess, he wouldn't do it." The magistrate stepped down from his chair and went over to look at the mess. Sour cabbage, rotten eggs, and fish bones were scattered all over the place. "Oh, ugh, what a smell!" "Why don't you clean up the mess?" asked the magistrate. "He wants me to wipe up the mess with my coat," said the farmer. "It will be ruined if I do so, and this is the only coat I have." "Is that what you want?" the magistrate asked the shopkeeper. "Yes, that is exactly what I want." "And you will not settle for less?" "No, I will not settle for anything less." "Well," said the magistrate to the farmer, "if that is what he wants, you'd better do it." "Tajen, have mercy, I can't do that," cried the farmer. "Without the coat, I will freeze to death." "I am sorry," said the magistrate, "but that doesn't change anything. If you don't do it, I will have to put you in jail. That is not just, cried the farmer. Said the magistrate. He looked angry. Ow, 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 cried the guards. Ow, ow, ow. They looked threatening. The farmer realized that there was no way out. Reluctantly, he used his coat to clean up the mess. Sour cabbage, rotten eggs, and fish bones. Ugh, ugh, what a smell. He threw the coat into one of his buckets and stood shivering in front of the magistrate. The shopkeeper laughed. Ha, ha, ha. Well, said the magistrate to the shopkeeper, are you satisfied now? Yes, Tajin, I am completely satisfied. No more complaints? No more complaints, said the shopkeeper. Case closed, said the magistrate. Case closed. But his case against you is now open. What? said the shopkeeper, stunned. Well, you see, he is now freezing without a coat. In such weather, he could catch a cold. Is that not possible? Asked the magistrate. Yes, Tajin. His cold could develop into pneumonia. Is that not possible? Yes, Tajin. Then he could die. His family could sue you for murder. And if you are convicted, you would be put to death. Isn't that almost inevitable? Yes, Tajin. Well, I don't think you can afford that, can you? Oh, no, Tajin, I cannot afford that. Oh, what shall I do? Well, it would be better to settle this out of court. Yes, yes, we'd better settle this out of court. But how? We should get him a coat so he won't catch a cold. But where can we get one? Right here, from your coat shop. The shopkeeper looked as if he had swallowed a fly alive. He yelled at the farmer, Go get a coat and be gone. The farmer went into the shop, picked out a very cheap coat, and came out. The magistrate stopped him. You poor thing, he said. Look at the coat you've got. It's so thin. You could still catch a cold. Isn't that so? Yes, Tajin. You might get pneumonia. Isn't that so? Yes, Tajin. You might even die. Isn't that so? Yes, Tajin. And then your family could come and harass this nice gentleman. I know all your tricks. The magistrate turned to one of his guards. Go into the shop and get him the warmest coat you can find. So the guard went into the shop and picked out the warmest coat he could find for the farmer. As you might guess, the warmest coat happened to be the most expensive. When the farmer left, the magistrate smiled at the shopkeeper. Well, what do you think about the way I settled this case? Didn't I handle it very well? Yes, Tajin, the shopkeeper said glumly. There is no question about that. I am glad I was able to take care of this case, said the magistrate. You have to watch out for these troublemakers. Next time, if you have a case like this, don't try to settle it yourself. Be sure to let me handle it for you. The end. Oh, you had to love that one. You had to love that one. Now, think. An easy story to understand, but think about the response sheet that we're going to do. What's the moral of the story? What's the lesson here? The magistrate clearly said, hey, don't try to settle this yourself. Don't try to be humane and decent and cool about the whole thing. Be a jerk, try to get whatever you want, but make sure you call me and I'll settle it for you. See, the shopkeeper probably should have settled it himself in a kind and decent way, but he didn't. He was mean and greedy and spiteful and angry, and that always ends up hurting the person who's being mean, spiteful, and angry. All right, guys. Well, anyway, have a nice day. Enjoy yourselves. We will see you tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.